All right, welcome to our special three-part training slash masterclass on the 3 things to stop doing in your business today. Now, you can see me here in my little screen here. You can see me down below, but you might not even really know who I am, but here is who I am. I'm Marshall. I'm the founder and CEO of Business and Life Mastery. I've been coaching and mentoring small business owners and entrepreneurs for the past 11 years. But in addition to that, probably even more important is that I've had my own sign and graphics business for now almost 29 years, and I've had multiple businesses now well over 30 years. And the reason I say that is not to impress you, but more to impress upon you that I get it. I've been there. I've been through, obviously, the pandemic. I've been through several recessions. I've been through the ups and the downs, the good times and the bad times, the challenging times and the great opportunity times. And this 3-part training is geared to give you 3 specific areas and things to stop doing. And I'm going to give you something instead to start doing so that you can build a business and life that you really do desire. So, who are you? I told you who I am, so who are you? But more importantly, how do you see yourself? Now, you've clicked on this link for this training because most likely you are consider yourself one of these. You're consider yourself self-employed, maybe consider yourself a solopreneur, which means you're in your business by yourself. You are it, or maybe you consider yourself to be an entrepreneur, or maybe a business operator, or a business owner, which can encompass all of it, or maybe a little bit of everything. But the question is more, how do you see yourself rather than what you are? And the purpose of today's training in itself is to stop having an employee mindset. Whether you consider yourself a solopreneur, business operator, business owner, entrepreneur, self-employed, you might have an employee mindset. Now, maybe you don't have it all the time, and I'm going to explain this in a second, but many people have it. Many business owners, entrepreneurs have it, especially when they start, because they come from a certain skill. Maybe they had it in their job, in corporate, in a company, and they decided, I'm done with that. I want to start my own gig. I want to start my own business. So they do that. But the challenge is they are now just the chief operating employee of that company, and they're doing everything themselves. So my question to you is this: are you stuck in your business wearing too many hats? You're working in the business and not on it. Now, there's for sure times we need to work in it, but there's times we need to work on it. And the problem with having an employee mindset is you're working constantly in the business without looking at the future, without looking down the road, even 1 month or 2 months, not to mention a year or 3 years, which is really where I help my clients, is creating the understanding of where they're at, where they want to get to, the vision, and then the plan. And you might feel overwhelmed because you're doing all the activities. When you have time, you're doing lead generation. When you have time, you're doing social media posts yourself. When you have time, you're doing the books, the bookkeeping, the financial aspect of it, all the back-end administrative time, probably late at night, my guess. Because during the day, you spend the day working in the business, fulfilling the client, your role with the clients, whatever that role is, whether it's a service-based business or a product-based business. And that's okay to be working with your clients, but you need to know when to step out of that and work on the business and have the vision and be more of the business owner and business operator, or what we're going to talk here in a second. The first point here is start having a leader's mindset. So you can see at the top right corner of my screen, one of my favorite quotes from my mentor and dear friend, John Maxwell. Your success is determined by your daily agenda. Leaders get this. So I want you to think about what your daily agenda consists of as we go through these 4 points of things you should start doing. So start having a leader's mindset. What do I mean, Marshall? What do you mean, Marshall, about a leader's mindset? Well, simply this. Leaders look at the big picture. Leaders have vision. Leaders work on the important activities. You can see that in number 3. Number 2, really all of this is having a leader's mindset. Reducing distractions. Stop focusing on the wrong activities. Stop being alone in your business and start building a team around you. This is what leaders do. So I want you to think about that and how you can shift the way you show up today in your business. It can make a drastic difference. And you can start getting better results. And you'll be less overwhelmed. You will stop spinning your wheels. And because of that, you will get better results. It's fact. So try for this week. Okay, we still have 2 more trainings after this, but I want you to try to stop having the employee mindset of doing, as Michael Gerber says in the E-Myth, and start having a leader's mindset. Start thinking about the future of the business. Start thinking about the opportunities out there rather than the challenges. Stop looking at the work right in front of you that you have to get done. Stop having the to-do list and start having maybe a to-be list. You wake up every morning, who do I need to be in order to achieve what I want to achieve today? Okay. Start planning your day. Stop living in distractions. Whether you're work from home and you have young children, or you have a dog or a cat that likes to distract you, stop using that as an excuse. Find the time, build the systems around you, bring people in around you. Number 4, building a team. A team could be a significant other. Part of your team could be a nanny or a babysitter. Okay, or planning your day around, if you have kids, when they're in school or when they're napping. What about social media distractions? Email distractions? Turn off. You want to focus on growing your business. You want to focus on working on the right activities. Number 3, not the wrong activities. You have to reduce the distractions. Distractions are all around all of us. So turn off your phone, put it on vibrate, silence it, silence Facebook and Instagram, all the dings and tings and all that stuff. Be in control. Check email in the morning, maybe at noon, and maybe later in the day. Try having an autoresponder so people know that you'll get back to them, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I have to get back to them, I have to get back to them. Be in control of your day. Stop living in distraction. Stop living on other people's timetable. Number 2. Number 3, as I mentioned, stop focusing on the wrong activities. And I'm telling you this with many of my clients, and I see it in Facebook groups, people posting at the challenges. And when I get into conversation with people, most of the time, they're focusing on the wrong activities. Most small business owners, so ask yourself the same thing. How much during the day are you focusing on revenue generating activities versus administrative activities? Skip to number 4 then. Stop being alone and doing all this stuff. Bring people on your team. I'm not saying you have to hire employees, and I'm not saying it has to be done today, but have the vision. Number 1, leader's mindset. Start bringing people on your team. Build out your own organizational chart of what you want your company to look like in 3 months, 1 year. Outsource, bring on a bookkeeper so you're not doing it yourself. Bring on a digital marketer if you need help with that. Stop trying to do Facebook ads or Instagram and LinkedIn and other social media, Google ads all by yourself, unless that's your specialty. If that's in your sweet spot, you're really good at it and effective at it, great. Most of us aren't. Bring on people who can help you. And you might think it's an added cost. It's an investment. Because I'm telling you, and I know this from my own experience, it will cost you more to be playing around trying to figure these things out on your own, especially when it comes to social media advertising. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to spend more money than it would have cost you to have someone else do it who knows what they're doing. IT, stop frustrating yourself on the IT side, on the back end of your website, trying to figure things out, landing pages and all this kind of stuff. If it's not for you, there are people out there who will do it for you in a fraction of the time. And if you value your time, it's going to cost you a lot less for someone to have someone else do it. So then you can focus on what you need to do, the activities that are 20% of the activities that are going to yield the 80% of the results. Okay, start having a leader's mindset, reduce distractions, stop focusing on the wrong activities, and stop being alone in your business, start building a team around you. All of that, if you just do these 4 things, you will stop having that employee mindset and you will get better results, plain and simple. Okay, so thank you. That is module 1. If you have any questions, please reach out to me by email, or you can reach me at Marshall Stern on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. And also I invite you to join our Facebook community where you can connect and collaborate with other business owners and entrepreneurs. Just go to facebook.com and you'll find it. You have the link right there. We will see you in the next video. And I'd love to actually hear some of your insights from today's video. So please let me know what you thought. We'll see you next time.